you need to find the adad of Balkis. What is the adad of Balkis? So if you have to calculate, you will see that Ba is 2, Lam is 30, Qaf is 100, Yaw is 10, and Sin is 60. If you sum these up, you will see that 60 plus 10, that's 70, plus 30, that's 100, plus 100, that's 200, plus 2. Balkis adad is 202. In this video, I would like to clarify some of the misconceptions that people do have about the knowledge of astrology and the knowledge of Hisaab, particularly when it comes to the identification of elements, making use of the dates and the name of a child. In astrology, when a child is born under a particular date, a particular month, and a particular day, through that you will be able to identify, you will be able to say that this child is being born under the influence of a particular element, either the water element, either the earth element, either the air element, or the fire element. Now, according to the knowledge of the Hisaab, you can also identify a child element. The element that is influencing a child can be identified by making use of the name of a child and mother's name. Or when you want to derive a name for a child that is just being born, how can you bring out a name for that particular child? In most cases, when you see someone being born under the influence of Libra, someone is born between October 15, naturally we know that the element that's going to influence the child is air element, that is known as Libra. If you want to name a child according to the knowledge of Hisaab, you need to first get some few points. You need to get them right. What are the points? For every month that a child is being given birth to, or for each of the zodiac sign, you should be able to know that the knowledge of Hisaab made us know that there are 3 different huruf, some huruf that operate under a particular element. You as an hafa, you as a muallim, you as someone that people will come to, that we gave birth to a child and we want you to name the child for us. Did you know this huruf? A child that is being born under the influence of Libra elements, there is 3 particular huruf working for Libra, that if you want to name this particular child, you must give such child a name that has any of the 3 huruf in it. So what are we going to do when a child is being given birth to? You will need to ask, what is the name of the mother? For example, they told you the mother name is Balkis. Having known the mother's name, which is Balkis, to derive a name for this particular child, you should be able to know the huruf that are working or operating under Libra. What are the huruf? Here you will see that Lam is one of the huruf, Mim is one of the huruf, and Nun is one of the huruf that is operating under the Libra element. So whatever name you are assigning to this particular child who is being born under the influence of Libra has to have either Lam in it, or Mim in it, or Nun in it. Okay, let's bring an example. A child is being born. We can name the child Muhammad. Muhammad has Mim. And another important thing you need to notice is either the alphabet begins with the name, either it reflects at the beginning or at the middle or towards the end of the name. You will need to suggest different names before you begin your calculation. Let's use Muhammad, let's use Latif as an example. For Latif, you will see that Lam has already reflected here. Or probably we make use of another name, which is Suleimanu. Under the name of Suleiman, you will see that even the Lam, the Mim, and the Nun that is working under Libra reflected in it. Now, what is the next line of action? The next line of action is for you to calculate the mother's name with each of these names to know which of these name is going to fall under here element, because Libra is a here element. This is one of those things that cause the misconception, because a lot of people don't know the element. They don't know the haraf, the alphabet that work under each of the zodiac sign. Now, if a name is being collected and a child name, astrologically someone is being given birth to under the influence of Libra, and you now calculated the name with the mother's name, it now gave you earth element. What's the correlation? That's why people say Hisaab is different, but it's not different. For someone who understands the knowledge of the Hisaab is not different from astrology, and astrology is not different from Hisaab. So what you need to understand is the knowledge and the alphabet that's actually operating under them. What you will now do is bring out the Adad of Balkis. You need to know what is the Adad. Let me write it up here. You need to find the Adad of Balkis. What is the Adad of Balkis? So if you have to calculate, you will see that Ba is 2, Lam is 30, Kof is 100, Yaw is 10, and Sin is 60. If you sum these up, you will see that 60 plus 10, that's 70, plus 30, that's 100, plus 100, that's 200, plus 2. Balkis Adad is 202. Let's know the Adad of Muhammad. Mim is 40, How is 8, Mim is 40, and Dal is 4. If you sum it up, it's going to give you 92. Let's know the Adad of Latif. Latif, if you have to calculate Latif, Lam is 30, Tor is 9, Yaw is 10, and Faf is 80. If you sum it up, it's going to give you 129. The next thing we are going to do is, let's begin to add each of these names to the mother's name. We are going to add each of these names to the mother's name and see which particular name will give us here elements. Now, the Adad of Balkis is 202. You will add 202 to the name Muhammad, which is 92. 202 plus 92 will give you 492, 294. You will now divide 294 by what? By 12. How do we arrive at 12? Or how do we get 12? 12 is all the zodiac sign from Aries to Pisces.